Every second of your life, your body quietly performs one of the most astonishing manufacturing feats in nature. Right now, as you're watching this video, nearly 2.3 million new blood cells are being produced inside your body. By the end of today, that number will exceed 200 billion. Why does your body need to make so many? Because blood cells don't last forever. Red blood cells survive for about 120 days. Many white blood cells live only days or weeks. To keep you alive, your body must continuously replace them. If this production line stopped for even a short time, oxygen delivery would fail, infections would spread unchecked, and bleeding could become life-threatening. So where does this incredible factory exist? The answer is hidden deep inside your bones. Inside large bones, such as your pelvis, sternum, ribs, and vertebrae, lies a soft tissue called bone marrow. Although it looks unremarkable, bone marrow is one of the busiest manufacturing centers in the human body. Nearly all blood cells are born here. But your body wasn't always using bone marrow. Before birth, blood production begins in the yolk sac of the developing embryo. Later, the fetal liver takes over as the primary blood-forming organ. Only shortly before birth does the bone marrow become the main site of blood production, a role it continues for the rest of your life. At the heart of this entire system is a rare and powerful cell known as the hematopoietic stem cell, or HSC. These cells are the ancestors of every blood cell in your body. What makes them special is a remarkable ability called self-renewal. Most cells can divide only a limited number of times before they age and die. But an HSC can divide and produce two different outcomes. One daughter cell begins the journey toward becoming a mature blood cell, while the other remains a stem cell, preserving the factory's workforce for the future. It's like having a copy machine that never loses the original document. Without self-renewal, your blood-forming system would eventually run out of stem cells and shut down. But producing enough cells is only part of the challenge. The factory must also decide what kind of cells are needed. The first major decision occurs when stem cells split into two developmental pathways: the myeloid lineage and the lymphoid lineage. Think of them as two massive assembly lines serving different purposes. The myeloid lineage produces many of the body's essential workers. Red blood cells become oxygen couriers, transporting oxygen from your lungs to every tissue in your body. During their maturation, they even eject their own nucleus to make more room for hemoglobin. Platelets are even stranger. They aren't actually complete cells. Instead, they are tiny fragments released from gigantic bone marrow cells called megakaryocytes. A single megakaryocyte can generate thousands of platelets that circulate through the bloodstream, ready to stop bleeding whenever a blood vessel is damaged. The myeloid lineage also produces neutrophils, the immune system's rapid response team. These short-lived defenders are often the first cells to arrive at the site of a bacterial infection. Another important member is the monocyte. Once it enters tissues, it can transform into a macrophage, a powerful cell that engulfs microbes, removes dead cells, and helps clean up the aftermath of infection. The second pathway, the lymphoid lineage, creates the specialists of the immune system. B cells manufacture antibodies, highly specific proteins designed to recognize and neutralize invading pathogens. T cells coordinate immune responses and can directly destroy infected cells. Natural killer cells, or NK cells, patrol the body searching for virus-infected cells and potential cancer cells before they become a larger threat. Together, these two lineages generate an extraordinary variety of blood cells, all originating from the same population of stem cells. And perhaps the most impressive feature of this factory is that it constantly adapts to changing demands. Imagine traveling from sea level to a high mountain. As oxygen levels fall, your kidneys detect the change and release a hormone called erythropoietin, or EPO. This chemical messenger travels through the bloodstream to the bone marrow and signals it to increase red blood cell production. Within days to weeks, your body begins producing more oxygen-carrying cells to help you cope with the thinner air. The opposite happens during infection. When bacteria invade your tissues, immune signals called cytokines are released. These signals alert the bone marrow that reinforcements are needed. Production shifts toward white blood cells, especially neutrophils, allowing the body to respond rapidly to the threat. In severe infections, additional signals such as G-CSF can dramatically accelerate neutrophil production, boosting the immune system's frontline defenses. This level of coordination is extraordinary, but like any complex system, things can go wrong. When mutations disrupt the normal process of blood cell development, immature cells may begin multiplying uncontrollably. The result can be leukemia, a group of diseases in which the bone marrow produces abnormal blood cells that interfere with normal blood formation. In other cases, the bone marrow may fail to produce enough cells, leading to anemia, infections, or dangerous bleeding. These diseases remind us just how critical haemopoiesis is for survival. So the next time you glance at your arm, remember that beneath the surface lies a microscopic factory operating every second of every day. A factory that produces more than 200 billion blood cells daily. A factory powered by stem cells, guided by chemical signals, and constantly adapting to the needs of the body. And despite its complexity, it performs this incredible task so seamlessly that most of us never even notice it's there. That hidden factory is haemopoiesis, one of the most remarkable examples of biological engineering in the human body.